Hey guys, Jacob here. This is Anglers Adjustments. Today we're going in a completely different category which you haven't covered, and it is an S-Waver. We're talking about glide baits today, guys. And of course, the rod and the reel that I treated myself to. So let's just jump right in because I don't want to waste any time. Alrighty guys, now before we start talking about everything, I just want to get one thing clear. You don't need a $1,000 combo to be fishing like this one is. It is a $1,000 combo, but you can fish with a $20 combo, a $10 combo, $50 combo, $100 combo. It does not matter. Fishing does not, how do you say it, depend on the money you spend. It just depends on the time and the effort. That's what it's all about. You don't really need super high-end crazy gear like this. And I understand that not a lot of people are going to want to pull the trigger on that, and which is fine because you have every right to spend your money, on whatever, however you want. But if you want like insanely good gear, like this rod that I have, it's a winner, and I am in love. This is probably my favorite rod right now. I'm not gonna lie. I only caught 2 fish on it right now, but man, I'm enjoying it. Now that we're past that, let's talk about the rod. So it's a Loomis IMX PRO 966. If you're thinking about a 966, let me tell you the things that stand out. So for one, they're light. I mean, when I first saw it, I didn't think it was gonna be that light. When I first opened that tube from Tackle Warehouse and I pulled it out, I was like, are you sure this is a heavy? Because this does not feel like a giant rod that I thought was gonna be, I'm just gonna hold it like this and start fishing, So the thing is incredibly light. And the cork on this thing is just absolutely beautiful. I mean, I'm in love with it. I already got it a little dirty, because I've just been fishing with this thing and just, trying to get a feel for it. But it is a very light, strong, beautiful, sensitive rod. And it is my most sensitive rod right now, even for it being that heavy. It's even more sensitive than my 703 SF from Dobbins. And yeah, that rod right there, it's light, strong, like I said, man, it's a winner. I'm glad I just bit the bullet and got the quality rod that I know is gonna last forever. They got awesome warranties. I mean, even the guys, like, look at that. They're so well wrapped, well rounded. Here, let's see. They're just so well rounded and stuff. It's very clean. Like, even the wrapping on the rod itself, very, very clean. I mean, all the way up the rod. It's very, very awesome and quality craftsmanship. And for the reel, guys, this is a Shimano Calcutta Conquest. Almost tripped myself there. This is the 300 size. It's got enough line to do basically anything. I was kind of skeptical at first, but it actually works pretty well. The drag is super tight. You can slam home and just wrench on a fish. It is a 6:1 gear ratio. But yeah, that reel is a beast. So far, I'm in love with it. And it just has a distinct click. I mean, just listen to it. I don't know, but I feel like this is my favorite feature. I mean, just listen. I don't know if you can hear that, but the subtle clicks that they make, I don't know, I just really love that. It's just really cool to me. I just love hearing that. So the reel, guys, is butter smooth. You can adjust it on the side on max and minimum. Right now I have it on max because I'm still getting used to throwing and I don't want a giant backlash. But as I get more comfortable, I'm gonna pace myself, and then after that I'll just basically take it to the minimum setting. That way I can cast a little further, but I gotta trust myself first, and I'm still gaining the confidence. Now, the line, guys, this is actually a 85-pound braid. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but that 85-pound braid is Power Pro Max Quattro. This braid in diameter is smaller than the Slick V2, which means you can fit more line on it, which is why I went with it. And the braid, it's not as smooth as Slick V2, but it still does cast like a dream. It feels great. And even when you go to bomb a cast, it doesn't feel like there's any friction in the guides at all, because the baits are so heavy, it just cancels it out. So you don't have to worry about getting the slickest of braid with big baits, because I mean, the weight of it is going to take care of that. And then for the leader, I actually got a cheap leader. This is this is Trilene Big Game 30 pound. And yeah, that rod right there, guys, it's super dynamite. And I'll get some close-ups with it here in a second. You've got to watch these fish catches. I cannot talk today because of this rod. I'm just so excited. Let's go catch some fish on it, y'all. Still getting used to how this thing casts. Oh my god! He bit an S-waver! Oh, he came off! That fish took a shot at an S-waver. Oh, whoa. Something felt different. I was slow swimming and then tick tick, and then that fish thunk. I saw the line twitch on the surface of the water, and I sat and that fish was there. Next time I'm just gonna hammer home. I never had a bite on this thing. That was my first ever bite on a 966. Oh my god. Look at that fish. Look at that fish. Oh, the S-waver! Oh, the S-waver, baby. Yes. My first fish on a Loomis 966. I mean, look at that fish. Look at that fish. That's got to be like a 3.5 on an S-waver. Boom, baby. All on camera. My very first fish with an S-waver. The 168 light trout. One more time. One more time. From a little pond like this. Eating an S-waver, baby. Okay, y'all. I'm calm. I'm calm. I got it out of my system. I'm good. We can keep fishing now. I'm still kind of all over the place. Hold on. I'm still kind of all over the place, so I apologize. But not really, though. I had to do that. That was just so cool. I was just slow rolling it, and then twitch. That was it. Slow rolling it, slow rolling it, slow rolling it. And it's funny because right when I do the twitch, it stays there for maybe half a second, and then I get bit. I think they're just staring at it, and when they see it cut, they kind of just look at it and like, now's my shot, boom. I think that's what's going on. But I don't want to put this thing down anymore. I don't want to put my Loomis down anymore. I mean, you can't blame that fish for taking a shot at that. But man, oh my god, that was a fish to remember. My first ever Loomis 966 fish. His name is Loomis now. Loomis. Yeah, Loomis is in there in that pond. He's sitting down there in that corner. He's the biggest fish in this thing. I just named the fish. That fish was special. It really was. I think after that happened, I think all... Another one, oh my God. This one feels even bigger. Whoa, whoa. Oh. Oh my God. Look at that. Another one. Ooh, that doesn't beat my personal best. Not at all. But that's a 5-pound fish on that swim bait. 168 S-Waver. That one's even bigger. Look at that fish. That's an absolute toad. That fish is every bit of 5 pounds. That's just size comparison. Look at that fish. Oh my God. I just caught a 5-pounder on an S-Waver. Oh my God. Look at that. Freaking giant. Oh, can I see that? There he is. Look at that giant fish. Oh my God. Wow. Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead. Look at him go. Look at him go. Yes! Alrighty guys, we're back from a very awesome day of fishing. Catching some quality fish for you guys. I really needed that for my soul too, so that felt really, really good. I haven't caught a big one in a while, and that feels really, really good. So on a more serious note, guys, when I talked about the sensitivity of the rod, all I said was that it's sensitive. But I want to touch on that a little more because I feel like that's going to help justify the price of that rod. So whenever you throw a bait out there, let's talk about the S-Waver, right? We're just creeping, right? That bait is just going into S, right? And we're just counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 handle turns. This is how all 3 fish committed. And it was just tick, tick. And what that bait did was just glide out and glide back in, and it just sunk. Or, yeah, it just started sinking, and that fish just hammered it. So whenever that fish ate it, it was always on slack line. But I felt it clear as day. It was just thunk. It just went all the way up the line and into the rod, and I could just feel it clear as day and just set. And that last fish, I was just like, oh yeah, that's a good one. So the rod, guys, you can feel it even on slack line on the hard bait, which is awesome. Now let's go to the other side, which would be soft bait. So everybody knows the Huddleston, the Huddleston Deluxe. So I could be talking about the 68 special or just the 8-inch or the 10, but we're going to talk about the 8-inch specifically. And on an ROF 12, when you throw that bait out there and it hits bottom and that bait is just going along, when you hit a piece of cover, you know, because whether it's rock or timber or like a small brush pile that doesn't really have large bits of timber, like, you know, little twigs, stuff like that, you can still feel that even with the Huddleston. And it's got, you know, all that plastic on other rods is going to completely take away any sensitivity that rod previously had, if that makes sense. So the higher quality rod like that, with all that plastic, you can still feel stuff. Still feel, you know, the bottom, whatever, a fish biting it. That rod is sensitive, man. The thing with that rod is that when you like swing and really load up, I mean, I know that I have a lot more backbone, because in the video, if you watch my rod tip, yeah, like go back and watch the rod tip action. It didn't fold that much. So that just tells me with even bigger fish, when I load that thing and I have that stretchy mono, dude, I am going to get that fish. It'd be very rare for one to come off. I'm not trying to jinx myself. Hopefully, God, I'm not jinxing myself. But I have all the confidence in the world. I just need a good hook set, grind on that fish, and get them to the bank or in the boat. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and like it for me. Subscribe as well, and follow me on Instagram. And if you have any friends that like watching big fish being caught, go ahead and share that to them too. But yeah, guys, that has got to be it for me. Oh, and one more thing. If there is anything that you guys want to see, just go ahead in the comment section below. Let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see, or what content that you guys want to watch, and we will shoot a video for it. So yeah, guys, that's it for me. I'm getting out of here. I'll see you guys on the next one.